Chogan Soki Chogan La Janchu Padu Dagni Kyapsu Chi Dagni Chunyin Kibe Sonam Ki Rola Penche Sanye Dru Parshu Chogan Soki Chogan La Janchu Padu Dagni Kyapsu Chi Dagni Chunyin Kibe Sonam Ki Rola Penche Sanye Dru Parshu.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Geshe.
How's cold? If you cold, please go get your jacket. Also, who sit on the chair, please put your under the feet the small cushions and more comfortable. Okay? Everybody else, how much we can do comfortable, okay? And today is a little chilly. I think that little problem with the heat. Therefore, be patient. Not that bad, right? No. Also, when all this come here, during that day, most people out there, right? How is it cold? Cold. Because the chairs are, plastic. Yeah. They don't cold. Also, I heard the two stairs at the sides. Yeah. They step on the iron. Yeah. But anyway, we Buddhism believe this is a very good opportunity to make more merit. Do hard work, shoot. We hard work for the Dharma. It's very good opportunity if you get more merit. Usually be patient when you guys go to the footballs, Red Sox, when they're raining. You can be patient. We don't it doesn't complain there. It's not very also, usually we don't want to go very hot sunny day, right? Then even the very hot weather, sunny day, we have to go there and watch. During that day, usually I also watch that things, but sometimes there will be more negative comments. Whether, this is my side, this is your side. Then we can, then sometimes we talk, bad things, then each other, that's wrong. Then we got, Art gossiping. Art gossiping is the Tibetan Buddhism count, then 10 non-virtues. So if you do that, they connect to you negative karma. Don't do, but usually we do a lot, right? I don't know you guys, Western country. Usually they went Tibetan, maybe 4 or 5 people together, then first they start nothing, then second, then they do other people's business. Even they sometimes the circumambulation, they para ramas, you may see, sometimes they do. Their hands very fast, The mantra is I usually say Om Pem, usually they said some other gossip things, then hands are going very, very fast. Anyway, therefore the movies, the Red Sox, footballs. I think last night there was some games there. They throw up some. Football. Everybody very excited. All the seats full. These kind of things. Usually nice people watch. We need to also enjoy our life. We cannot say, don't go there. Too strict. Then what to do? But during that time, it will be also more negative karmas. Then when he always come here, maybe it's very little cold when he's coming. A little bit cold, look like there comes very great opportunity to make more merits. Even if it's cold here today also, it's good. Make more merit. Even Belaraba, others, the Tibetan masters, they stay on the mountains. No heat, not shopping to do.
No down jackets.
Right? But
but they were able to face the difficulties.
No. Anyway, then welcome back, everybody.
Thank you.
And we have very great opportunity to. Are you guys all have chance for the Dalai Lama last week? No, last two weeks. Everybody got. Anyway, also this happens. Everybody walk together. You guys very hard walking. Everybody do peace. We make everybody make peace, then peace together. Then we can build the also airplane, right? And everybody has the another Kamala thing. The most delicious.
So we all have the connection, and we're all included in that group, for inviting His Holiness to this place. So I'd like to thank all of you. It's been very good. So His Holiness also thanked all of us, right?
Remember? Even he, he's a Geshe Ngawang very close friend. He's not here today, but when you the children, followers, the followers, keeping his
spirit
continue. It's very good for thank you.
Yeah.
He said to continue.
Yes.
Then 장고는 시 투지시 라와이나 따텔하고 말했어.
So we don't need anything more than that, more than thank you from His Holiness.
Maybe
Yeah.
better than we can get.
Yes.
How do you say? You could go to the small stores, buy the cards, then we say
Scratch.
ticket. Right? Even of course we need money, of course, but when we got maybe millionaire,
Yes.
second memory you get that you have to simply worry start, right?
Yeah.
Then you say, what can I put? How can I use? Or sometimes the people when they heard them, they go general, unconscious.
Oh, yeah, unconscious.
Then in words, I'm also show vouchers. Everybody, are you guys Scotch tickets? Yeah, I think so. Everybody. Then we buy small ticket and give them small stores, some numbers I don't know. Lottery, right? Then we wish to get something. We are very happy moment. The second moment we start to worry. But we got thank you from the Holiness. This better than that.
And we are all included in the group to whom He thanked.
No. Also, 나는 나도 산지가 다 산지 좀 된데 손에야. 다 소소 개개가 라마 대화 제사 대 녀. 다때 투녀와를 파 아니 개개가 말해서 손에.
And also in Buddhism it's explained that there's no better or more merit than pleasing the Guru, your teacher, to whom you have faith and devotion.
Okay? And everybody walk together. I will have to thank you. And then now we start to again to Buddhism. 다 너도 같이 아니 내 루루 전에 내 다음에 로종치 좋아서 가와서 말했어.
So we are very fortunate to be able to gather together like this and study about Buddhism.
아니 내 today 가서 루루 제사도 제지 shumade kangal ta no kange가 다 챌린지도 지르게 다 레벨로 그래서
And it's the result, of all of our hard work that we're able to, gather together in a place at this time.
아니 지나서 배나 가서 다 나도 가서 커피로 쉬어야나 나도 단다 합다 찍는 것이 다 진짜 시세 봐지 그래서
So, for example, like right now we have about 4 classes that's going on every week at the center here.
아니 나도 지금 다 가서도 간가 지금 또 가로 다 지금 간가 제도 요래서 대체대와디 다 지나서 간가게 만들어서 다 시대에서 지금 까지 갔더니 연구를
So we're able to provide these classes, is through the kindness of the members' support.
근데 지나서 다 되게 접촉되면 항상 있다 말이로 같이도 말했어.
So if you don't receive the support from the members, then we will not be able to provide this kind of service for the people.
근데 이상 아주 그때는 매일 바로 봐. 지나서 매일 로빠치 로빠지다 되는데 로빠이 그래서.
So this is what we mean by like helping others in this way.
매일 가서 가라고 지금이라고 잘라고 괜히 미간 로빠지로나 나도 나한다고 말했어. 저도 말했어.
So if you have to go, give them money or food in order to help them, then it will be not possible, right? You will not have enough food, to feed everybody.
근데 내 중화대 수수고 배웠어야. 대쇼라 셴발 로빠지야. 내 로빠지인데 내려서.
So, but if you do support in this way, then that becomes like support or help for others, and also create merit for yourself.
아니 남의 주다 그때는 가서 또 맨로 니 달라고 그랬어. 내 쇼바 타면 나가 댄주세시.
And so the two ways that is taught in Buddhism, the conduct and the view. The conduct is non-violence or not harming others, and the view is the view of the interdependence.
아니 대체 제가 가르치는 대체와는 편도 소소랑 가서 소소가 요구한다. 대체와서 나고 그랬어.
So if we follow these two views and the conduct, then we ourselves benefit. It benefits ourselves.
쇼바 차와서야 돼. 차와는 아무나 먹어리. 인지 차와서 인지 뭐지 지금 맨날로 뒤로 그러지. 딱 차와 제발 되지 고 말해서.
So when you talk about violence, causing harm to others, it's not necessarily there are many different levels, many different kind of violence, right? So not necessarily that it has to be like something like carrying guns or knives and stabbing on others or shooting them and so forth.
간지 아니 소소 링아였으면 가르가 몇 셴백에 선제지역이 아니 링아였으면 가르가 맞대와 아니 또 맞지와 채와는 다 내가 지와 나오겠어.
So anyway, if you cause a discomfort or unpleasant to the body, speech, and mind of others through your body, speech, and mind, then that becomes violence, causing harm to others.
내가 뒤에서 내가 뒤에서 내가 다 지체는 나도 되는 마음을 연구했어. 나도 그냥 고민해.
And so, directly or indirectly, we all commit that, right? I mean, we are so used to that, it sort of kind of happen, by itself.
근데 나도 먹여왔지 나라야. 아니 내가 있으면 다시 알려드려.
And there are also these three actions created through our body, speech, and mind, right? The non-virtuous actions created through our body, speech, and mind.
Maybe we can add one. 근데 나도 배우거든. 엄마 야가도 배우는 소리지. 감 계속 살람이네. 나 너지 그래서 나빠고 쉬었더니 왔어.
And so usually, you use the speech, to cause harm, to say bad things, right? And then you use hand, to slap or hit others.
But this country we are not allowed to hit. It's against law, right? Anybody, we can't see it was.
So they all follow the law very well, right? And don't hit people.
Right? In Tibetan we can hit this one. Right? In India they hit Japan, right? Japan, right? Shoes, we can hit center. But this country we not do, but this country we hit the finger. So back to for no other people. But anyway, directly, whatever you can actions, then hurt the other, For example, someone wrote for us very bad email, then our might not have comfortable, right? Anybody we have experience. Someone say, terrible, then we can, we're not bad words, right? Therefore, our sense, we're not happy.
So our mind is not happy, right?
근데 직발에 먼저 파라tis 지원이나 컨트롤다 당연히 저기 그래서
So same thing, if we send same kind of email to other people, then they will feel unhappy also.
대리다 내가 지에서 내가 되네요. 대리다 대체와나 다 사회 소통으로 해서 다
So that is causing harm. So if we do that, then that becomes kind of violence.
일단 삼성도 대체 쇼되나 다 강한 특도식 그래. 또 대용 담으래서
So sometimes we just do it without any control, but we should try to think about it and not do as much as possible.
그렇죠. 다 배마거나 내 맞지에서 그래서 근데 배도 맞거나 내 맞지에서
So we should try to help others. If we cannot help them, at least we should not cause any harm to them.
근데 내 맞지에서 다 두시는 간지 링아였음. 다 미슈께서 남을 뛰어다니는 감독도 좀 맞고 맞지나 다 양보셔야 돼서
So this is the way we can cause harm to others, directly, indirectly. We do so many things that can cause harm to others. So intentionally, we should try not to cause any harm to others.
근데 로파 지사대 다 당연히 놀아야 돼. 가정 만소 가게의 인양도 만소대 그룹 또 마보지 가시까지 루루지 내가 수치모 채워냈니? 근데 뭐 돈이 라라 때문에 지금 세계 송퇴하기 로파는 거 제대로 했어.
So helping others, we should help others, like helping others, like I said earlier, by helping the center, to host His Holiness Dalai Lama. We have helped more than 2,000 people, to be able to see or meet with His Holiness.
어따 때로 로파치에서 근데 나도 딱 먼저 주로 내 팬으로 딱내 딱부터 로파치에서 로파치를 했더니 나도 미래 하다를 해야 때문에 시시만 어쨌든 이래 이 간지 요원은 근데 딱 고소 투대가 정말 주는 아니 딱 주는 때만 이 나와서 사실 내가 좀 근데 주로 루루치는 깔이 좀 되는 거죠 근데 딱 이래서 와
And so because of your hard work and support, and we are able to provide these 4 classes a week to the people, and also from your support, then we are able to invite His Holiness twice to the center. And this place now has been blessed, by His presence twice.
근데 이바다 아니 뭐뭐보신 될 패인데 아니 지금 소소 샘기 대화나 소소 샘는 거야 뭐보신 것도 사네 다라고 이러더라고.
And so through these services we provide here, many people are able to find the happiness, the comfort that they're looking for.
내가 또 건강 다 지나서 루루치는 내가 지금 레벨에서 대를 로파치에서
So these are the results of all of you coming together and working hard, and that is what we call helping others.
그래? 나는 로파치 내가 너무 로파치에 그래서 나는 삼성 내가 되게 되게 그랬어.
And so we're helping in that way, but also we're causing harms in some time.
Right? 근데 이제 나 가지고 쇼 처음에 봤을 때 다 테마도 내 맞지서 좋아.
And so that's the conduct, the part. It's like not causing harm, even if we are not able to help.
아니 워낙 가지는 쇼 처음에 제거했으나 따와 땐줄 했다 강가라 맞아 내가 이래서 그러와.
So why do we have to be non-violent in terms of the conduct? Is because the view is interdependence. So they're all related.
맞아 공로 사사기 저것도 매와나 나도 저에게는 제대로 말했어.
So for example, if we don't have the enemy, whom we can control our anger and so forth, then we will not be able to practice patience.
아니 저에게는 매와나 나도 사제에 다 그거로 지금 내어를 달라 그랬어.
So if we don't have the practice of patience, then there's no way we can achieve enlightenment. So the opportunity to achieve enlightenment is gone.
근데 나가도 지금 땡주셔야 돼. 배차샤와이나. 근데 당당한 소식 사초쪽 통초쪽 통관하는데 요초조야 수소가 있어. 아주 성이 쓰지 않고 맞춰서 하고 해야지 무슨 소리야.
And also how it's religious, like everything that we have now, all the food, the things in the shop that is ready for us to buy, ready for us to eat, and so forth, is made by who?
You don't know, right? They've been hard working. For that, they will count we are available to buy. Also, we think, no, I work very hard. I make money, I go to buy. You can, yes, that's the second excuse, right? But then, who gives for us job? Also, we can't who gives for us job. Without giving the person, boss. Usually we don't like boss, right? You guys love boss? Some people like, some people say, I hate my boss. Anyway, without the boss or any organizer to give job, we don't have money. Right? Therefore, they can't. Then how get that the boss or he organizer, he finds a job to give us? They also relate to others. We can, other,
So if we think in that way, then we will find that everything is related in that way.
I think that's what I to us.
And also we have the cars ready to be driven, right? And these cars were made by so many people working very hard all day and night, right?
근데 남과 간에 노출이 하거든. 그래서 로 동자 먹는 데다 로 자라 먹는 데라 소셜 가는 데인데 소셜 간지 이 수준에 간지 너 가르치 무시라요 그래서.
And also the roads are ready to to drive on and walk on and so forth. So all these are made working very hard by other people. For hundreds of years, and these roads have been building on, and we've been able to use them. So it's all by the kindness of others, right?
For example, this house, we don't know who built this, right? When they built it. Then we are able to buy this one, then I'll be able to stay here. Anyway, that in this one, 간지 가서 이 슈 줬습니다. 생신 강가. 또 가르치 보이서 나도 건조 땡 거예요.
So if we think in that way, then we'll see that other sentient beings are very kind to us in giving us all these things.
진짜 tamando 강가를 딱 레와요. 땡. 그래서 매는 것도 되도.
So it all depends on all these people and other sentient beings and so forth. Without them, we'll never be able to have any of these things.
오케이. 그래서 시와 차와치예요. 재민님의 진세 따와 땡기리 따와 드리는나 아무 강가를 레와지 않고 그래서 소소 레와지 하다가 레와 같이 있어.
So we cannot cause harm to others, or not be violent, because it is because the view is interdependence, and the interdependence is like depending. So we're depending on others, for whatever we have. So we cannot cause harm to them.
어디 드리러 다 대남벽이 다 그래 따와서 남벽이 다 그래. 그다 남자 좋은 데 말해서.
So that's the main advice of the Buddhism. Sorry.
배차샤바이나 아니 너가 찌와 있나? 등 되어라 수수 동하는 거 해서 그래서.
For example, if you cause harm, then the result of that will be a suffering for oneself.
아주 매질에 팅해발라마나 미팅 가서 가지 나도 자고로 막아 자고로 왔어.
So example, if we say harsh word to someone, then the person will become an enemy to us, right?
그래서 수수 조보씩 나서 맞아.
And so therefore we lost one friend, right?
Right? 그래서 수수 같이 양 삼성 가서 자리에서 또 많이 수수 조보 좀 그래.
And also most of the time, the people that we fight with, is our friends, right?
Right? For our 만족을 소단으로 좋아. 근데 미친 거 다리 모두 부서른다. 근데 그들만도 야제라고 말했어.
So people who are close to ourselves, right? And we cannot fight to people who are far away, and people who are high up, like high up in position, like the presidents. We don't fight with them.
맞구나. 가디나 수소 이념도 좋게 고르잖아요.
And so it's the people who we usually mingle with, normally on a daily basis, that we get angry towards and so forth.
그래서 코도나도 가르친 거를 가지고 받치려고 하는 냠도 계셔서.
So they are very kind to us actually, right? Because they're there, to help us, to take care of us, to talk to us, and so forth, right?
그래서 우리가 나도 강에 저는 나를 강에 저는 랍사.
So it is these people that you can talk to about your happiness or your suffering, your problems, right?
And then we can go to movie together, dancing together, and all that change those. Okay. Anyway, today by that, can you never team much of it? You may get sent so that's that tell a rest, never tell a rest. So you rest.
And so of course, the main reason is the main reason for not causing harm to others is because if we cause harm to others, we ourselves will receive the harm.
어디지? 내가 가서 당가도 남의 추 제발하다 남의 추체나 갈변도 그래서 같이 제어를 가서 쏜다고 그래서.
And so we should think, what is the benefit of practicing Dharma, or what benefits are there if we practice Dharma.
아니 가서 관계가 대화도 누가 뭐도 가서 미 건가 미 sem체 뭐 땅에 건가 집어지잖아 그래서.
The way we should practice Dharma. So all sentient beings are everybody who have life and breathing and so forth, and have the wish, are same in wanting happiness and not wanting any suffering.
근데 등아 세대 침묵하고만 가지고 나를 생각해 지금 문제가 있는 것 같아. 문제가 등아.
So the sufferings we don't want, have many different kinds, many levels. So anything that we don't desire, if we're not happy with something, that's suffering.
맨날 단단해서 잠못 안 가서 그런 콜? Oh, really? Just me? Just only myself. 같이 나도 자도 좋아서 대도 말이야. 저 특징은 대도 말이야.
So if when it's cold, we don't want to experience too cold. We don't want to be too cold, right? So that's suffering. And when it's too hot, we don't want to be hot, and that's suffering also.
그래? 아무 두마다 들으려다. 나도 개인 도움도 나도 개로도 와. 대도 말이야.
So that's the suffering. We don't want to age. We age. That's suffering.
You don't want to gray hair. Also, I have no gray hairs. I don't want to gray. No, I don't. This is also suffering, right? 나도 내가 니만 더 이러는데 대형도 같아. 대도 말이야.
So we don't want to have wrinkles on our face, but we do get suffering.
Anyway, it doesn't want it. 그래서 등아 세대 너만 나도 계좌 줘. 나도 계좌네. 나도 등아 기계 매세. 아니, 나도 그래 지지. 로바시게 나서 등아 매세. 그래서 팔아는 나도 등아세 무서움도 왔어 가지. 민공 보자.
실수도.
다시 가지. 삼성 가서 등아 무서움도 왔어.
So most of the time we don't even recognize what is suffering, right?
Right? Sometimes we don't want to wear the glass, but we have to, because doctors say we have to wear it. They know the matters.
That's also suffering.
Okay, sometimes we go to hospital, the doctor says, don't eat that, don't eat that, don't eat that. It's also suffering. Whatever doctor says, our best food that they don't eat. So,
the most favorite food. They tell you not to eat the most favorite food. So those are all the sufferings. So anything that we don't wish is suffering. So, like for example, the boyfriend and girlfriend don't want to be separated, but they're separate. The husband and wife don't want to be separated, but they have to separate, and those are suffering. So those are the small sufferings, but there are many big ones which we don't have to talk about right now, and those are anyway gross sufferings. And so we all sentient beings are same in not wanting any kind of sufferings and wanting only happinesses. And so what, in general we can say what we wish is the happiness, right? So what we wish is the happiness. But again, what we wish is really happiness or not. Again, there we can check, analyze. But generally we say what we wish, and when we get what we wish, is when we feel happy, right? So most of these happinesses that we think are happiness is usually it's a suffering. So in Buddhism, it's explained as a suffering of change.
다 빼라고 전에 가르쳐봐나. 다 단다 단다가도 그나도 시대도 왔어. 담보 예르보다 너도 깔아가고 담보 감투도 끼고 그랬어. 때리는 너도 깔아가고 그랬어. 그동안 못 빠지려고 그랬어.
And so, when we're walking outside for a long time and then we feel tired and we'll come and sit inside and then we feel comfortable, right? We like that, we feel comfortable. That we consider as happiness. But then if we sit for too long, then we start to get pain on our knees and so forth. Then that becomes suffering. And so that's how we mean by like suffering of change.
Not a little bit cold, maybe not cold. Then a little cold, we can maybe hit too high. First a little bit comfortable, then we get harder. See that? Tambo, they will more than part of one, they will do gas, and they do it to your rest.
So first that appears as happiness and then later changes into suffering. So that's called the suffering of change.
Today the time not only they were dead, they were and Shambada, Nije, Jimmy, some compare Cassia competent, that dead they were Nije, John with the talk of this.
And so how much more compassion and love and caring for others can we develop, that much more we'll find happiness.
The new center to the Yatitan, so can get Kalaya, don't let
And so we'll find that happiness that will not change, that will last forever as happiness. And so if we're thinking that way, then whenever we face difficulties, that much more we'll be able to tolerate those sufferings.
아니 쇼진의 양식 대대리진의 가지 아니 산지 좀 내가 가서 랑가 샘의 양수 늘 소원해서 와.
And also Buddha said, subdue our minds perfectly.
대린 돌고야 샘때 만도 내차 차당 공부 마자 등소리에서 또 매번 하고 매번 치고 송거래서.
And so the mind that has to be subdued are the afflictive emotions like the anger, ignorance, and jealousy, the pride, and so forth.
샘도 주고 영원 제와나 나도 그래나 지워요만 되고요 말이에요.
And so if we fall under the control of these minds, then we'll never be happy.
배나 공로로 사는 공로 사니가 스며 지워셔서 다시 다 고라스 생각하면 다시요 말이죠.
And so, for example, if someone becomes angry and then says later, I'm very happy because I'm angry, that's impossible to find, right?
It may be someone.
And then, of course,
today 소소를 찍고 소소를 동아탱이가 샘들 그래 맞추는 하고 같이 생각을 좀 해야
so it is important to understand what kind of mind that it is suffering to us.
Okay, now stop there. Okay, we don't talk too much. This is a journal. 시당의 남백이 진짜 시당 남백이 맞아 맨으로
And so that's the main thing to talk about, the advice in our Buddhism.
다 나도데 내가 나도 다 lam-rim 그래. lam-rim 나까지 산계가 사야 도사기 다 사이 다 도당기 다 라자는 그래.
So what we're studying is the lam-rim. It's called the graduated path to enlightenment, or stages of path to enlightenment. And so it explains about all the different stages in our path to reach to the state of full enlightenment.
아니 배전에 시찬에 애니 네가 싸워온데 아니 지는 것이 다 lam-rim 친구세 되겠다 내가로 그래.
So actually this is a commentary to Lama Tsongkhapa's great lam-rim, or the great exposition of the stages of path to enlightenment by Lama Tsongkhapa.
아니 데리라마 lam-rim 세대 아니 조지가 송 lam-rim 세대 되는 말이야.
And then that the great exposition of the stages of path to enlightenment by Lama Tsongkhapa is actually a commentary to Lama Atisha's lamp on the path to enlightenment.
아니 데리라마 아디샤가 들감 다시 대 아니 공가 상지 좀 된데 다 송샤게 취지 부모 전체 시도해야 돼. 되게 딱 내가 도도 루루치다. 주기도 정말 루루치.
And that lamp on the path to enlightenment by Lama Atisha is like the essence of all the Buddha's teachings, all those 84,000 heaps of the doctrine taught by Buddha. So it's all kind of combined, or the essence of all those teachings is written
코 자가 다 빼려다 켜봐 이제 코 빼려 다 빼려 잡네. 근데 자가 봐야 한 말이지.
He's a very famous scholar in India who came to Tibet and then composed this text, and then he sent a copy of it to India.
그래서 다 되게 좋아해 말이지. 다 너무 되게 좋아해 말이지. 다 희나 단다. 나도 라게 다 단조니에 가서 와. 이거 말이지.
So anyway, so this is the commentary to text, and what was where we stopped last time is on the outline 114, 140. It's in page 278 if you have the blue cover book. Anyway, it is the outline 114. Thinking about how difficult the optimum human rebirth is to occur.
Okay? If you have text, you can follow the text. If not, this doesn't matter. Okay? 근데 난 뭐 단조 내가 근데 나도 나비 주고 통 많이 되겠다. 시에서서 다 라.
114. Outline. The outline number.
Page under 316 for the ones with the ground cover.
Okay. Then maybe I can sit down one book also there. Maybe Sarah, can you give this book one?
Belongs to somebody.
Oh.
We can use. We can use.
Someone up there?
It's okay. We can use.
It's okay,
It's been
then.
sitting there for a
No
long
one
time.
there. Yeah, good job.
278.
Okay.
Which page on this book?
What kind of your book? This is
No, that's a completely different book.
I think maybe no.
Okay, can you check the outline number? 114, 114.
It's not that, no. That's a completely different book.
I think this is maybe not that.
It is 316.
Oh, really?
It's 114, page 316.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Would that be this
Thank
one?
you.
We have different books. That's good. Anyway, we're a little bit confused. Go up, down. Good job. No, thank you. Please, we need the blanket, okay? Maybe she won't. Oh, good. Okay, give one. Okay. Oh, good job. Good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'm your call, I don't know. It's okay, I can put this in my Anyway, 근데 다 나도 다 딩 빼자니 가려고 해. 다만 나도 다 미리데 짜체 모르겠어 그래서.
So what it talks about is the optimum human rebirth, which is very precious.
봐. 대중이 후면에서 단단 나도 다 단단 나도 단단 나도 낙대 그래서 나가서 사실 신발이 다 말했어.
So the optimum human rebirth is the kind of human rebirth that we have right now. It's not talking about something very far away, but right now, the one that we have here right now.
다 내가 첨보래. 네가 보다 대단히 첨보인데 가로. 얘 깔에 대단히 첨보요래 저토래. 얘 깔에 가오래서 다 단단도 얘들 단단도 다 나도 요래서.
So there's a great benefit in finding this profitable rebirth or optimum rebirth. If we find it, we can achieve many great things, temporarily, ultimately, and so forth. But it's also very difficult to find. So this is what we're talking about now: how difficult the optimum human rebirth is to acquire.
근데 다 대나주는 내가 때는 단단 가서 미리 다 가서 미리 생각하고 내가 때는 아무튼 다 대나 내가 다도 대나 첨보 뭐부터 도요 그래서.
So why it is very precious and valuable is because depending on this optimum human rebirth, we can achieve many goals, the temporal and ultimate goals.
Usually I talk about Jogoso. everybody very surprised to technology, right? We say, oh, technology, wow, it's very surprised. But all the technology,
So the technologies are all created by human beings, right?
right? Not cows, no elephants, and no dogs, right? All the human beings. Today, by the Geshe Ngawang Tenley, that's a monastery country, Marasu was.
And so most of the things that we are surprised of are created by ourselves, right?
Now we're going to sleep, okay? Good night, guys. This is very warm. But it's not real. I said,
For,
Yeah.
but this is the monk's cloth. In Tibetan, it's very cold. Usually monks have to wear this all the time.
Right.
But then we have to this one. No, this one was just same. Okay, thank you, Anila. Tenley Baza, Tenley, Tangazu, Tengazu Neka, Tangazu, Tangazu Zomila Hasa, Miso, the Janja was.
so all those things, amazing things that we are amazed of, are created by human beings now, right?
Tenley, Tangazu Sanjay, Shansu Sambada, Chomba Chisangazu Hasa, Tangazu, Tenley Yona Sunday, there was to look and meet in a Lojon Chene, Yamle Chili, that Tension of the young Paris.
And also this state of Buddhahood, the liberation, Bodhisattva, and so forth, which we are very surprised of. Someone who becomes Bodhisattva, someone who becomes Buddha, or someone who is liberated, all can be achieved through this optimum human rupa that we have now. So they can achieve great things from this prophet human rupa. So this is thinking about how difficult the optimum human rupa is to occur. This section has 3 headings, thinking about the cause for it is being so hard to occur. So your optimum human rupa, which could be most beneficial, is extremely difficult to occur. So you do not receive it again and again. If it were not so difficult to obtain, you could let it now go without using it meaningfully. Then when you obtain it another time, it will be enough to make sure you use the next rebirth meaningfully. And so this prophet human rupa that we have now, is achieved through creating many, causes and conditions by accumulating many virtues and merits and prayers that we made in the past, and because of which we are able to achieve this prophet human rupa right now. And in the future, to find this kind of prophet human rupa is extremely difficult. Since once when a Mongolian Lama was giving a Dharma teaching, a Chinese man said, that is because the Lama has never been to China himself. There are many people there.
Right? Usually in China and in India, a lot of people. When you go to India's train station, we think, oh, all the people come to here. When we go to bus station, bus station, right? We think, oh, all the people come to here. Usually we don't see much in here, right? I think even when we go to New York subway, we think all the people are running to subway. Today is a mazu manyu sade shitang semchen shi chani mata teroi chewana ta mi nyoi ba re so.
So when we say, the less human beings, that means like when we compare with other sentient beings like animals. If we compare with the number of animals, then human beings are extremely few.
단단 가서 미그 남을래야 미 잠깐도 남겨요. 잠깐 나도
So, for example, right now in this world, we can count the number of people, right? Number of human beings we can count. We're able to count how many people there are on this earth.
Can we count the maybe elephants?
Yeah.
I think they can count it. Then how about cows? They also maybe they count. Then how about dogs?
Might be hard.
Also birds. More difficult. Maybe you can go to Google, then maybe that doesn't. But 근데 다 심지 최고 정도도 지치나 더 씨발해서 와.
So the bigger animals that we can count.
다 준주변은 냐로는 냐 맞아 진짜 돌아갔어.
But the small ones like the fishes, can we count them?
Even we can count for 아주 수분화예요. 뭐가 진짜 돌아갔어.
So can we even count the bacteria or germs inside our body?
근데 이거 같이 미다 샘진이 제와 있나 잠깐 제와나 다 양저 동저 멈춰라 다 민용해 버렸어.
So if we compare the number of animals and human beings, and human beings are like hundreds or thousands, over a million times less than animals.
근데 이 맞았다. 들리가 다 잠깐만요 제와나 잠깐 이유가 가지다 내가 제와로 어려워서 시작.
And so in terms of the number, we can say that those which are scarce or rare, fewer, will be better.
잘라러는 잘라 가지 꼼바는 뭐 내가 채팅 이거스.
And so those things also, the things that are more scarce, and more rare to find, we consider them as more precious, right?
With a gold and diamond is very precious because that is you know that thing that
It's very few and difficult to find.
근데 이 맞았다 가서 잠깐 갔다 와야나 시당 그 샘책이나 잠깐 가서 미리 뉴뉴스라고 시당 가서 미모 뭐 여러 번이나 그러니까 뉴뉴스 근데 내가 가르쳐는데 내라고 내 미리 토발라 제나 때 마음고 좀 거야자 제대 좀 가르쳐는 내가 좀 가르쳐서 그래서
So when you compare in this way, then you will see that human beings are much fewer. But of course there are many human beings, but when you compare with the number of other sentient beings, then it's much less. And this kind of human rebirth is less because it's difficult to achieve. Because in order to achieve that, you have to create all these causes and conditions, all these many different causes and conditions. Because it's difficult to create these causes and conditions, therefore it's difficult to achieve this kind of human rebirth.
근데 다 내게 원래 제 가르쳤나? 나한테 어떻게 먹었대? 아니 다 시당 물마와 있나야. 다 소소를 믿게 제가 상금 좀 소다고 그랬어. 소소 마사와 제가 제가 마사나 아니 뭐 마나 가서 배도 말이 들어거든.
And so even though there are many human beings, but if you have to check within yourself, whether you have created enough cause and condition for yourself to be born as a human being or not. It doesn't matter how many human beings are there out there, but if you yourself is not being born as a human being, then there's no use, no matter how many human beings are out there, right?
에 가르쳤나? 가도 단단 가도 그건 레벨을 왔어. 가도 레벨을 지금 레벨. 근데 다 슈마야 제가 심하대. 다 레벨은 단디 뒷제대 단단 가도 싸고 그랬어. 슈마 약고 용도 뭐는 단단 가도 제 싸방을 안 해. 그래서
So the optimum that we have now is the result, right? And the cause of that is what we have created, what we created in the past. And again, same, with our future life. What kind of rebirth we're going to have in the future depends what kind of cause or conditions we create now in this life.
되나? 똥가 똥도 야보라다 말아 내다도 야보라는 지가 맞답다 하네 그래서 좋지.
So it says, for example, in the external world, the autumn harvest of barley, wheat, and so on, are the outcome of the spring planting.
Do you guys had plant the barley, rice, and corn, wheat? No. You guys just
Tomatoes, bell peppers.
barley, rice more difficult than marketing. Corn very hard. You guys are very circle. The jabu generations.
So you're all from royal families.
You don't want to walk, also you guys doesn't have the knowledge for how you make
You don't have the knowledge about sowing the seeds in the field, right?
yeah, anyway.
Agricultural knowledge.
그래서 가서나 가게 또 체크 맞다가 야보 딱 내도 치 야보는 뭔가 야보 얘기했어. I did not that.
So during the springtime, if you plant it well and give it enough, water, fertilizers, and so forth, then in the autumn it will grow really well.
Right? In our India, we did not also. No, we have a lot of hard work. We have to. 그러다 시간 땅고 그래 공다 파파종을 넣어 그래. 아니 이메가 야로로 채우래. 나도 딱 깔래 먹고 딱 용을 해.
So in the monastery, we have fields also. The fields where we sow or plant this kind of corns and rice and so forth. So in the daytime, we have to go and walk in the field, and in the nighttime, then we have to take turn to watch the animals, like this, we call that the wild pigs, and they come and dig out all the seeds. So we have to watch them in the night, and then again have to go back to study. So have to work really hard.
Right. Sometimes people say the monastery is nothing to do. We have to build the houses, we have a lot of works. Therefore, I say, what I have to tell them. 들리다 간제 만제 아니 또 야보 용모는데 다 막답당을 하네. 다 저도 매톡 답을 매톡도 매톡 야보 샤르면서 샤도 답당을 하는 게 이거 담고 아니 게임도 다 니마다 저도 보러 왔어.
But you do grow flowers, right? So some of you plant flowers. So it also depends on how you plant it, the seed, and then how the condition that you provide to it, like the water, the fertilizer, the moisture, or the sunlight, and so forth, right?
어떻게다 다 만주 밑에 다다나도 토대리데 토발라 다 제가 깨먹은 정보 그래서.
So anyway, so similarly, we have the proper optimum rebirth now. In order to achieve that, we have to create many causes and conditions.
그리고 근데 예전에 시절 생애들이 되던 토발라 대로 토바 나가 좀 나를 쏜 것이 단지 된다고 토발라 다 가래 정보도 그래서
And it says, in generally, to achieve the higher rebirth as a being of God, we have to observe morality one by one.
좀 나를 쏜 거가 르르지로 진별론주 제지대 셔서다 셰시진 노래냐 천지 된론로 등이 뭐고다 먹음이다 뒤는 아니 걸려라고 그랬어 손도 왔어.
So it says one must follow some form of ethics or morality, practice morality. No, but in order to achieve this kind of optimum human rebirth, on top of observing the morality, we have to engage in other practices as well. So it says, now Arjuna says, to obtain such an optimum human rebirth, the cause are generosity, which will give wealth, ethics, which will give happiness, and short perfection of wisdom. Sutra says, through ethics one abandons the 8 unfavorable states and the form of many animals, migrations, and one then always receive an optimum, so the opportunity rebirth.
근데 계속 파지도 도시 뭐는 정말은 삼자 그래서
And so it has to be assisted by the practice of generosity, generosity, and then conjoined with the prayer, the stainless prayers.
어다테 다 믿게 단단 가서 깨 지르대 말이야. 단단 깨와 너만 되는 재능 가서 다 깨 돼요. 그래서
And so these are the cause for being born as a human being with the optimum rebirth.
그래서 계속 파지도 도시고 그래 말이야. 계속 파지도 도시고 그래서 그래서 다 나도 파지 주냐면 같이 지어요.
So it has to be assisted by the practice of the generosity and so forth, the 6 perfections. And so how much of practice of the generosity and so forth do we do?
근데 신바다는 나도 가지는 나도 세나도 와 세나 파지 지금 땅 말하고 제 말하고 말 동으로 상태는 세나.
So how much generosity do we practice? Generosity is giving, right? And so how much do we really practice giving? And we mostly have the miserliness, right? So keeping things for ourselves. Says, no, I cannot give this, I cannot give that. So if I give this, it will all be gone, and I will have nothing left for myself, and so forth. So they're thinking that, we don't give any of the things, even the things that we don't really need.
야하란 줘봐 말짱으로 심바 밝게들 얘기해 요새 나도 가서 뭐 남주 땅으로 가서 땅도 예수 심바세요.
And so how much do we really make offerings, to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, up to the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and then in the middle, to the offer, to the sanghas, like the spiritual community, and then how much do we really give, to the needy ones, the beggars, or the poor and the people? How much do we really do that?
그래서 심바 시당 심바라 상승의 심바 주지 심바 아니 겹치 심바 심바 쓰미요 그래서
And so the giving, where there are three different types of giving, right? The giving of the material things, the giving of the Dharma teaching, and giving of protection.
근데 이자배나 땅마도 배나 주지 심바나 그 심바라 주지 고다 제가 나 주지 심바나 딱 그거 보고 펜스지 끝나는 고다 제가 주지 심바로 그래서
So if we explain Dharma to someone with good motivation, then that becomes the giving of Dharma.
되지 말고 그래서 근데 상승이 심바도 따뜻한 때는 내야 돼서 야나는 좀
And then the giving of the material things is just like what I explained earlier, giving your wealth, or things that you have plenty to other people, like offering to the three jewels, offering to the Sangha community, or giving to the beggars, the homeless, and so forth.
But don't start to give everything, okay? Okay. 근데 미지와 잡지 심바스나 안에 샘치지다 가지고 소를 잡아라 미지와 잡지 심바스.
So and then the giving of the protection is if you protect any kind of beings like the animals or worms from protect their life, save them from dying, and that's the giving of protection.
근데 나 소소도 상담다. 나 되게 양해되니까 내 지금도 소소 상담 그랬어.
So that is the practice of giving, and see or think about yourself how much of this practice do you really engage in.
대야고 제가 다 준비하는 사람하고 제가 그랬어. 내가 안에 믿게야지. 지식 상 그랬어.
So if we are doing that, then we are doing the practice of generosity, and we are one of the causes for being born as human beings.
아니 좀 세웠다 무게와 ጭ보면 좀 무게와 ጭ세요. 당연히 다 그만 투모 안 했어.
So the morality is the morality of abandoning 10 virtuous actions.
아니 내지 먹여와 선 마크 먹여와 시 그리고 아니 이치 먹여 이치 먹여 선 어디서 되게 죄들했어.
And so there's 10 virtuous actions, like the 3 created through our body, 4 created through our speech, and 3 created through our minds.
등소 송 등소 마셔 받으라 다 마셔 받으라 시험 가 받으라 아니 송 받으라.
So not engaging in that, understanding them and not engaging in them, is what we call observing the moralities.
등소 다 자사 송 받는 강아지 지니 송 나가 야보시라고.
So if we can observe all of them, that is really good. But even if we cannot, then just try to observe as much as possible. So even if we can observe just 1 or 2 or 3, that's very good.
그래? 다 지금까지 추점 다 줘봐. 다 줘봐라 방법 시간이 그래요. 다 줘배냐면 저거 다 공로만 와도 줘봐 들어와.
And then the practice of patience. There are many different kind of patience also. So anyway, not getting angry or not retaliating, because the anger is the practice of patience.
How you guys patient? How good? Usually we are very comfortable, then we are very patient. Right? Then some difficult things, then we are just automatically come up. 근데 다 지금 무슨 접어서 되다 같이 다 공무조 되다 공 접어서.
And so the anger is not. The patience is not getting angry. It's the word patience.
얘나 다들 리모버는 배다 다다쳐도 내가 그거 소소히 되는 자들 가지 깔레도 좀 왔으니까 깔레데 저리 대하는 거 봐요.
So right now you're forbearing all these sufferings of cold and tide and so forth. So that's also patience.
I'm not in a patient. I said that And then she just went to 저러가 되는 다 나한테마다 저 고마워도 there are
So I was not able to practice patience, therefore I got this.
okay 그래서 그래서 다 저발아 가지 담나 뭐 이래서 뭐 가지 다 내가 뭐 취쳐발아 가지 잡다가 저발로
So being able to work hard for the dharma is also practice patience. So there are many different other type of patience.
이제 막 저발
So
근데 존지 다 단다 존지야 존지 세대 다 개월 좀 이상 가는 것도 존지라고 그랬어 개월 잡아라 좋아
and then there's the practice of the effort, making effort to do the things. And so the effort here, is not just any kind of effort, but effort, is like being delighted in virtuous action. So being delighted, to engage in virtuous action, that's called effort.
좋아 그래서 다 단다 가래 줘서 취쳐발아 가래 잡는 양에 남시 장이 강하대 양서 들이 근데 산이마 쇼케 찍어내야 돼 하면서 간지 가래 되는 거 같아 또 저기 그랬어
So
So,
engaging in the practice with the difficulties, working hard to do the practice. Like today you woke up and you could have slept for longer, but you woke up and then you came to the center and listened to the teachings and you worked hard. So that is effort.
for example, not going to walk, finish 8 hours for every day. This effort matters all day.
So going to work, and putting all these 8 hours, to do the work, is not effort that we're talking about here.
And then 개화를 또 있어 맞죠? 개화적으로 또.
So, of course, in general we call that effort, but not the effort, in this sense, because here the effort has to be something virtuous, so being delighted, to involve in the virtuous action.
Right. For example, job, work, you have no choice to go there.
Right.
No choice. If here you can come under your choice, but you decide to come here. This is a real effort, not effort. Effort. It's very good, okay? Then you must do so. There's something. I don't know how much you got concentration. There's something I think 가지 샘 겨울에 미리 대토. 샘주 가지 많이 마영아.
And that is the concentration. So the concentration is the mind being able to focus on the virtuous object, not being distracted to outer things, but being able to focus, sit and focus on the virtuous object.
Okay. How many think about only here? How many think about outside tomorrow, yesterday? Okay, now here. Usually we stay here, we can just watch the something a little bit somewhat somewhat 옆으로 있다는 마대와에는 너무 쌤 뒷단에 좀
So if we don't pay attention to the things inside them, immediately the mind just wanders outside, right?
right? What can I do tomorrow or yesterday or today something? It just body's here. No, here. No. This is therefore we cannot do that. 근데 뭐까지 샘 근데 지금 때는 때도 아니 한 삼성 we have got sleep, 그지 마시험는 이거 너무 많이 야 샘 라바자니 좋아 이 너무 많이 이거 이거는 지금
So not being distracted to the outer things or on different parts, thinking what I'm going to do tomorrow or what did I do yesterday and so forth, but being able to keep your mind on the virtuous object that you're practicing or meditating on and so forth. So so not letting the mind wander around too much and then keeping it inside. But if you keep it in too much, then you might get too much to indulge in that and then you fall asleep. So that's not good either. That is called mental sinking. That's not good either. But without mental sinking or without mental excitement, your mind is all over the place. Just being able to keep in the virtuous object.
Okay.
That's concentration.
No, not that. This is then sheriff said this was a con young chibi that jibasha. I didn't see jibasha.
So the wisdom, and then the sixth one is the wisdom, right? And the sixth wisdom is the mind that analyzes about the object, just not just believing whatever other people say, but analyzing on that.
근데 이제 다시 봐 파주도 냠내 제거를 해서 소소도 가세 제거다 소소소 다 제거를 해서
So those are the 6 perfections, and we have to engage in the practice of those 6 perfections, and we can check ourselves, how much of those practices do we really do.
It's our secret for us. No one knows, how much you guys do, how much I do. You guys doesn't know what I do. No, everybody there's secret. That's also some of the kind of social was.
So these are secret to yourself. So nobody knows how much you do and what you do, and so forth.
And that's also special. That's also same down, same special. No one do some down with it.
And we should see how much of our mind is really following the instructions that is explained in these teachings.
Okay, and then 물론 점하면 삼사대다 물론 잡다 너 프레치거든 물론 잡거든 물론 점하면 돼 아니 나도 물론으로 지금 소소 체에가 내 매와 체도 찍어요 체도 물론 잡아 있나 근데 물론 점하지에서 작성을 말했어.
And so on top of that, on top of being assisted by the practice of the 6 perfections, and also it has to be conjoined with the stainless prayers. And the stainless prayers, like if we say, if we pray, this prayer is like to pray, right? It says, may I be this, may I be that. It says, if we say, oh, may I be happy, may I have a long life, may I have no disease, and so forth, and that is a prayer. That's a prayer, but it's stained prayers.
We can do pray a lot, right? But most we say, I sick, I don't want to sick, I want to success, That's the language I didn't know. That short of was.
And so mostly we just fall into that that path of wanting to be wanting not to be sick and to be successful and so forth. So we always say, may I be successful, may I be not sick and so forth, right?
굉장히 가지고 추념을 가르쳐 지금 고추도 가나 그놈들이 그거래서 얘네 제와대 샘전 담죠 상지의 공부한 도약을 쩔어버렸어. 샘전 담죠 대화와 쩔어버렸어. 사람이 그놈 기고래서.
And so, first you have to have this motivation at the beginning. Says, whatever I'm doing, I'm going to do it for the benefit of all sentient beings, for all sentient beings to achieve enlightenment, or for me to be able to lead all sentient beings to the state of full enlightenment.
근데 제와이나 아니 그놈도 야본다고 얘나 강아지가 기회 싸워도 샘전 키로 말이야. 소소 배쳤다 소소라고 그랬어. 배치 소소 나요.
And so that way it becomes a virtuous action, it's a virtue, and the result of that, is experienced by oneself. So that will not really be taken by sentient beings, even though your thought is for the sentient beings, but benefit, is received by yourself.
Okay. 들으려고 생각하시 때문에 다시 전마하고 땅나야나야. 수전 마수가 있나 딸래 키로 그래서. 그냥 들으시 놓았어. 전마 친다 전배를 내어도 다 너도 롱슈죠 이 말이야. 롱슈죠.
And so the result of the generosity, is that when we receive plenty of wealth.
아니 저좀 대 말이야. 아니 저좀 좋아돼 저 아니 가서. 지금바도 좀 맞는 래 겨와다 못. 다 지금바도 들으면 오면은 다 들어줘요. 그래서 와. So
he says that even if you practice generosity, but if you don't practice morality, then there's a danger that you may be born in animal realms.
And let's say that
So like being born as nagas. So nagas are considered as animals, but they said they have a lot of treasures.
마도다 셀고 치나마 셀고서 이따보다 나가야 말이지. 치나마 셀다.
So it says that we can find all these treasures like gold and silvers and so forth in the water. The owner of those precious things are nagas.
내가 그 진바 또는 레벨라 진바 또 특정 마서만에서 진바 또 주고 바지 주는 진바 주고 다도 되게 레벨라 코타 로시 쳐 자서 말이나 다 들어지서 말이지.
So even though he practiced the generosity but didn't practice morality, so therefore was born as animal or became a very rich animal.
아니 다 투좀 해보소. 진바 마타와 있나 아니 온보들 제로 나고 되면이. 투좀 손에 진바 마타나요. 또 온보.
And so if we, again, if we practice morality, but not generosity, then we might be born as human beings, but born as very poor human beings.
다다 미카시 같이 메타치나 그냥 보카시 깔리시가 담가까지 지차보다 용도 왔어. 또 그게 좀 받아면 되고 말이야.
And so now, like some people are born in a rich family, right? So they don't have to, as a child or as a grown-up people, they don't have to be working very hard, and they already have all this wealth, right? That is the result of practicing generosity in the past lives.
아니 좀 야보 소마이나 아니 가서 소와이나 아니 되게 되발라 아니 깨와야 볼 렘바탕 아니 가서 죽 내가 되는 거 그래서 와 좀 소리 되거라.
So what?
좀 근데 저 봐라. 어디
숙제부터 써봐라.
저기 어디서 좀 무슨 노래 깨와. 어떻게 야보 소한테 같이 다 깨와야 보려는 그래서 지금 말이야. 어떻게 야보 소한테 다 깨와야 보. 깨와야 하는 그래서
So if you practice both in morality and generosity, then you will have a good rebirth and a good wealth as well.
아니 저봐야 보고는 남은 저거 나도 내가 지금 말해.
So if you practice patience, then you will have a good look and will not have to apply any negatives.
어떻게든 내가 바시로 가면 소소소리를 다 리서를 이거를 때만 가지고 왔어.
And so anyway, so each of these professions, have good results. That's all mentioned here, right?
아니 마다 마치면 나 가는 거 같이 장도 가고 양도 가고 그래야 되나 다 바시는데는 소소 가서 이거 하고 소소 따고 그래. 내 소보라 마시기야. 내가 이렇게 도마 이런 도마 두세. 다 저거다 손 왔어. 내 소보라 마시. 도마 이렇게 된다고 하면 내가 이렇게 도마가 있어. 그 다음에 도마 요거 할 건 나왔다 해라서 말. 좀 가르쳐.
일단은
산타 특정 맛은 나 지금 봤던 공부지 완전히 되고. 자 마타 마치나 트는 정도 가고 얘기하면서 소부 계시시게 도마이 된다고 하면 돼요.
She said.
yeah. So. Anyway, so it's in page 279 at the bottom, where it says that if you keep to your ethics but do not practice generosity, you will be born poor, and so on. And the next page, it says, we are now oneself, and when we are not self-critical and claim our ethics to be pure, white, but as the Mongolian Geshe once said, when you have the vows, you don't know the Vinaya. You know the Vinaya when you no longer have the vows.
제대로 나도 시간에 미자 이나다다 나도 나바데 잠도 도마 되라야 송아이래 아니 개출 개년 아니 라죠 그래서 도마만 보여 아니 나도 막 그때 나 시간 좀 생각 도마마도 임시 도마만 보 송아이래 그거야 뭐 송고기 그래서
So we have to keep all these vows purely. We have many different kind of vows, like the refuge vows, the individual liberation vows, the bodhisattva vows, the tantric vows, and so forth. So all these vows we should try to keep them purely.
그래다 간지 트름하고 소나 아니 되게 와라 간지 봐주고 나려고 제와야나 아니 다 양중에 제야 그래.
So keeping those vows purely is practicing morality. So if we practice moralities in that way, then there is a chance that we may be born as human being again.
근데 단단하게 미일인데 배제 땅 왔더니 다 대다 치면 뭐 들어와요 이래 들어와. 근데 듣고 말이야.
And by using this perfect river that we have now, we can achieve many great things, and so we should use it for that.
맞아. 다 제명해지고 셋 도도식을 다 년에 배제 마타와 되어 집발이 나는데 그거 배제 마타와나.
And so if we don't make good use of this, then it is just like a person having a big piece of gold and not using it at all.
근데 이봐야 맞아 단단히 배제 땅와는 네가 다 배제 아니 양보 땅다고 네가 숙침보여 와. 근데 그 때는 대화 돈으로 산지 컴퓨터에 되는 거.
And so if we make good use of it, then we can use it to achieve all these great results, like the state of enlightenment, liberation, and so forth.
다 들마가 되는 거다 대 등록되는 뭐뭐 다 같이 또 고야 돼다 단단한 소리를 토야 돼 배제하고 방고 그래서 나가 토대 그래서
So what it is saying is that whatever profit river that we have now, we should make good use of it.
아니 소수 배제 땅와 있나 한 대를 다 아직 다 이해가 말해서
So if we can make a good use of it, then there's nothing greater, than that we can achieve.
단단한 것보다 산지에다 조사 그리 개발로 그나 배차셔가나 잘라 첨보시 그리 가는 거는 나도 그리 개발을 되겠어. 근데 마치 사나 양중 거는 기고 배까지 가셔로 와서.
So like it says that if we're taking something from the bottom of the mountain to the top of the mountain, now we are reaching to the middle of the mountain. So if we fall it back down again, it will be difficult again to climb all the way up.
You have to carry very hard working. The later part of the intuition, certain leisure method, certain leisure, but never to rest, and that's not a move. It was not going by rest.
And that's what the Christ says. There's no other than morality, for as a cause, of higher rebirth. So we should practice morality very well.
Okay, that didn't know. I didn't know that. That man wrote them to show you don't know that. That's kept shaking it. Or the big on the year was
And then, so there's anyway explanations and other things as well, but we'll have to go through that. That's the main thing. And we're going to skip that, and then next it talks about some analogies for the difficulty of occurring it. So the examples, for finding that, examples for difficulty to find this prophet rebirth. So we're going to go through that next week.
that's not only a bush, and it to get Karikon Kanye Nata.
But it's very good from your side. You have many difficulties in terms of time, in terms of language, and so forth. But working really hard to do these studies and practices.
Taking travel at that.
And so as a result of that, you're creating really good accumulation of merit. So if you accumulate all these great merits, then all your wishes will be fulfilled. So what we want is our wishes to be fulfilled, right?
산재 코란가 안에 수능 때문에 매일 삼반남지 저부세 다 손을 해서 봐.
So Buddha himself said that a person with merit will, all his or her wishes will be fulfilled.
그거 아니 뭐 손님 전부나 아니 대화 두마도 간가 파시는 있다 쇼총도 그래서.
The person with the great merit will have less sufferings. All the sufferings will be pacified.
손님 나서 대들 때마다 손님 때문에 매일 삼반남지. Okay? Thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Geshe.
Any questions, answers? No more questions?
I do. I was speaking to someone who said he was conflicted because he said if you do something to help someone, then, sorry. He was saying if you do something to help someone, then isn't that selfish because you're trying to achieve enlightenment? And I think that if you do something to help someone, you're doing it, that you have to check yourself. And if you're doing it something to help someone, then you're doing it, if you check yourself and you're doing it because you want to, then that should be okay. It's not selfish to help someone.
그래서 셀럽 멤버들 소소상에 되는데 소소들 소소 가서 랑제즈 적용을 했어. 아주 적용을 했어. 그래서 삼이라고. 근데 소소 셀럽 멤버다 셀럽 멤버 사는 멤버 제와는 다 슈라다 소소 상계도 된 차로를 근데 소소 셀럽 멤버 제에서는 삼바 제와는 개가 많았어.
되게 많아. 셀럽 멤버 제다 나 사진을 보사마이나 아니 다 되게 랑제즈 작업 말이야.
So, the reason why you want to achieve enlightenment is in order to benefit other sentient beings, right? And so, if you're saying, okay, I'm going to help others so that I can achieve enlightenment, again, what is the purpose of achieving enlightenment? Is to benefit others. And so that itself, is already there, showing to benefit others, so that doesn't become selfish.
For example, we said today, Kurukulla Center has a workshop. It's a workshop. Workshop. Then say, okay, I'm going to the workshop today. They bring them for I, for benefit, come on, choose all the watching. They must check my
So you say I, but it doesn't become for yourself. It's for helping center. So even if you're thinking about yourself, I'm going to, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But if it's for benefiting others, then I don't think there should be any conflicting, with the selfish thought there.
먼저 당번에 아니 삼재 담쇼 대화는 되면 삼재 담쇼에서 상지 고마토 보셔는 상지 삼재 담쇼 상지 고마토는 최대 삼재 담쇼는 개선해서 소소까지 상지 고마토 열어봤어. 아니 상지가 손을 아니 삼마 제도 삼나 아니 다 쇼나 하는 도커리스 손을.
Of course, you have to have that thought of helping others, in order to have that wish to achieve enlightenment for yourself to achieve enlightenment. You have to, but automatically, automatically it becomes like for yourself. So even though you thought about others, but you yourself is achieve the result. So there's no an intention for yourself, but it becomes for yourself.
근데 나는 계산 나그래 뒤쳐서 상관나 영한테 노력했어. 나랑 그 대사면은 나 산재를 대사면 진짜 무역이 쌤 뛰네. 너무 많이 봤어.
So you think about others, but you yourself receive the benefit. But if you think about your benefit and then say I'm going to help others, then that really doesn't go along with your thought.
맨날 미치리야. 대리에 도보도 온다 칼라께 다 상하께 다나 니니 저거 말에 나라 부지라 그래서 대리 끊어 캐내로 거기 깨다나 거기도 많이 쳐서 그래요. 그러고 새로 치어다. 뭐말이요?
Money.
대리로 삼아야는 신나 그러고 새로 치니 야부시야 되나. 그러나 그때 많이 쉬대요.
So, for example, like if the person thinks that I'm going to call my friends, for dinner, to a restaurant, and so then maybe I will not have to pay for myself. So if you think like that,
Right, that's a big difference.
아니 그런 데를 매왔지. 때린 가서 차상 사하루로 치게 되면 그런 데를 매왔나? maybe he don't need to pay us. 근데 찍잖아.
But if you didn't have that thought, thinking, so I may not have to pay. He says, I'm just going to call up my friends to come and eat in the restaurant. And maybe he might not have to pay.
Okay, thank you anyway.
Thank you.
Okay, then tell me anything.
We'll stop if you don't have any other questions.
Then maybe Tom could book about that. Tom didn't want to find out about this. Tom. 아니 처음 그 보고 다 처음 가서 주소 아니 계속 내가 가서 돈을 들고 잘하시는 뭐 나와서 왔어. 그런 거 보고 가서 돈 드리고 보다 하는 나는 나와서 그렇게 돼가지고 아니 많은 적이 되겠어.
And so you guys might know Tom, right? Who was working very hard and helping here during the visit, during the preparation for his son's visit. And anyway, his son passed away, and so today there's a funeral for his son, and we're going to recite Om Mani Padme Hum, the compassionate Buddhist mantra, one mantra 108 times now.
Okay. This was an opportunity for us to do mantra. Usually we don't do that. 저기 막 그건도 조선 체제고 이제 신기로라서 체제로 상사로 5만 원 빼는 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 Om Omani Bema, Omani Bema, Omani Bema, Omani Bema, Omani Bema, Omani Bema, Omani Bema said the one that's the dollar of the ocean. And the Sanjay Koson took some guy, and no more she is what a person is, no more the person is. The dollar Sanjay Koson took some guy, and do not come out of Tassel. That Tassel. 만주 영화에서만 용모는 들려서 만주 용모는 tundengi lenga yasanta sanjegi koso tute nangshijiya njelo wa shogose shenezi koso tute nangshijiya njelo wa shogose tamman tundengi yawarese.
So the meaning of Om Mani Padme Hum is the Buddha's mind, body, mind, and speech are free of all the negativities, all the obscurations, right? And our mind and our body, speech, and mind are all tainted by all these delusions, the obstructions, and so forth. And so we're praying, so may my body, spirit, and mind, which are filled with all these delusions, become like the body, spirit, and mind of Buddha, which is free of all these delusions.
아니 메독배마 세대 아니 나바나 제래나 kon 나바 그 무용 말 와서 그래서 나바 쉬는 말 와서 만주 샘대 하신다 뇽문하게 만주 샘대 뇽문이 가가 있다 이마치 가가 그래야 된다 되게 되나요 나 그래서.
And so it says that it's born from the mud, right? It grows from the mud, but it doesn't have any mud on it. Yeah, so it's very pure and clean. So that's how our mind is. Even though we have all these delusions, obstructions in our mind, but the nature of mind itself is very clear. And so one day, through the practice, we can free our mind from all these delusions.
그래서 만주 샘 요목을 하셔 쉬면 아니다. 아니 바바 실에서 아니 샘 나시지 못다 이해를 하고 싶어.
So because our mind is not in the nature of these delusions, and it can be separated from that, therefore one day it can become like the mind, like the holy mind of Lord Shara.
그래서 많은데 많은 뭐 디파야 다고 이래. 손은 그 토양 사고 이래.
And so therefore if we recite Om Mani Padme Hum, then we accumulate merit and as well as purify negativities.
So you can see that when Tibetan people walking, they always mana. I don't know sometimes they recite or not. Sometimes they just talk. This is the custom they hold in the manas. 그래서 뭐 바바 실에서 문은 되거든. 제가 나시 용어 쇼세.
So they recite Om Mani Padme all the time. So that's the custom. Everybody do that, and so at the same time pray to become like Lord Shara.
Okay? Okay, thank you. Now it's done. Thank you.
Please turn to page 39 of the Kurukulla Prayer Book. Thanksgiving offering. Kaji Purki Juxing Meto Tram Virat Ling Jini De Gien Padi Sangye Jing Du Mik Te Huagi Drokun Nam Dak Jing La Chir Parshu Jitsun Lame Kutse Raten Ching Nam Katrin Me Kyok Chuk Ye Padam Lo Sang Tempe Drun Me Sosung Yi Rowe Mun Sel Tak Tu Nik Yurchi Idam Guru Rathamanalakam Niryatayami. Jetsong Kappa's final lam-rim prayer. For my two collections, vast estates that I have amassed from working with effort in this practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose mind's wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Manjushri. May I find the best and complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means drawn by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold the Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or one spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time, by even this graded course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing the excellent paths never be parted in any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. Whenever someone makes an effort to act in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. A short, long-life prayer for His Holiness the Dalai Lama. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chen Rezi remain in life till samsara's end. A prayer that spontaneously fulfills all wishes in Tibetan. Tong yi je zum du ju pe la che che sel ze gan chen ten gun chak na page 49, the short, long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Tuk Tsul Chan Jin Jang Gun Yewei Tenzin Kyong Pewei Kun Zo Do Hordze Chok Sun Kul Wei Beg Mon Tudru Ahak So Du Je Gun Zu A prayer to always meet with perfect teachers below. Your form embodies all Buddhas, and your nature is that of Vajradhara. You are the root of the three jewels. Homage to you, O Gurus. In short, I seek your blessings, O Protector, to be cared for by you from birth unremittingly throughout all my lives, and thus to become your chief disciple, holding every secret of your body, speech, and mind. O Protector, please grant that all be auspicious for me to be foremost among your very first circle of disciples wherever you manifest Buddhahood, so that all my temporal and ultimate wishes without exception may be effortlessly and spontaneously fulfilled. In all my lives, never separated from perfect gurus, may I enjoy the magnificent Dharma. By completing the qualities of the stages and paths, may I quickly attain the state of Vajradhara. Furthermore, in life after life, may I, pleasing him in return, be forever fostered by an accomplished Mahayana spiritual master, the source of every virtue of this world and beyond. In his care, may I acquire in him a firm, unshakable faith, pleasing him by every means possible, doing nothing even for an instant to disappoint. May my spiritual master impart to me every instruction and every teaching in its entirety. Having understood them faultlessly, may I practice them and be able to bring them to perfection. May I never even for a moment fall under the sway of malevolent teachers and misleading friends. Having developed in every life belief in cause and effect, renunciation, the Bodhi mind, and the pure view, may I embark upon them continually with effortless experience.